Let's just go to our Cheesecake Factory reservation, which is hilarious because we chose to go to the Cheesecake Factory on the night that would be the most difficult place.
We're trying to get to the Cheesecake Factory. We're 5 feet away from the entrance and they will not let us through. They will not let us we're like, it's right there. Like you could watch us walk in. We're not trying to go anywhere. In the meantime, our guy from Cheesecake comes down to bring us in. And then they're like, well, no, you have to wait for this main security guy that's doing the 2-step with the girl to say that you're allowed to go with the guy. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? You said get the Cheesecake employee. The Cheesecake employee is right there. He's ready for us. Our friend has been waiting for 20 minutes for us to get in there and eat. And I was like, well, he's busy doing the 2-step. So could you ask him to stop?
When I know it's all this focus, I just realign. I'm on my grind.
I'm excited. It's not really a problem to be going on a vacation to Aruba, but
And I've never been to Aruba.
me either.
I'm excited about it.
I
I
think
keep singing Aruba, Jamaica, but I don't know the words of all the things. I'm like,
Ooh, I want to take it. I was singing it to Dom the other
Bermuda?
night, and he goes, where are you going, Mom? And I said, Aruba, Jamaica. And my kid completely brushes over Aruba, and he goes, you're going to Jamaica? I was like, Aruba's a place too.
Jamaica's not the plan.
No.
But I've just heard such wonderful things, so I cannot wait.
Yeah. I keep getting messages from people too, and they're like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's beautiful. I just went. Or people are like, I'm going in a few weeks. So
I have a client who has, she's become a friend of mine, and her and her husband are the kind of people they could likely afford to take vacation pretty much anywhere they wanted. But they go to Aruba every single year, and they take other trips, but every year their family vacations Aruba because they say it is just awesome.
oh, well, that's great.
So I'm excited.
Where do they live? Do they live in?
They live in New York.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little bit easier.
Because it is a lot easier to get to Aruba from New York than California. This is about to be, I'm like, we could have went to Europe.
I know. Nell said to me yesterday, he was like, in a month from now, we'll be in Puerto Rico. And all I thought about was the flight. I'm like, Jesus, I'm just crossing this great nation over and over again.
Just the same, back and forth. I'm like, Aruba, fly back home for a day, only to fly to Cleveland. Then I go from Cleveland down to Florida, then back. I'm just, somebody send me to Italy.
Yeah, right.
For a 10-hour flight.
You can go most places.
Seriously.
In Europe, especially. But yeah, so we're in it. We're fully in the Christmas spirit.
Yes, we are, except for the other night when we were very much.
Y'all,
we were trying to be in the Christmas spirit.
We were. First of all, the universe was not having it because there was rain, and it doesn't rain in LA.
Hold on. That wasn't just rain. The new thing in LA for like the last 3 or 4 years is when we get rain, we get torrential downpour for multiple days in a row with no breaks.
Right.
Which means our streets are flooded because they can't handle the rain. And when I say flooded, I mean flooded.
Yeah. No, for
Dangerous.
real. Very dangerous.
Yeah.
And
roads were closed.
Yeah, the sewer system doesn't, it stops taking in water.
Yeah.
There's just puddles is not the right word.
No, there's
large bodies of water.
Yeah.
There's man-made ponds everywhere.
Yeah. You're like, am I going to drown if I step here?
Right. Yeah, it's a risky situation.
Also, monster potholes. I was so pissed because when I was driving to meet you guys, because I couldn't see it because it was covered with water and my tire, and I was like, if you pop a Porsche tire,
forget about it.
That shit is expensive. It didn't, thank God. I was like, my alignment.
Yeah, how did it drive in the rain?
Good. And I mean, there was so much traffic that it was slow, but it did handle very well. So I guess that was the upside.
Well, yeah. So it was raining.
It was raining.
Is anti-Christmas spirit because we're both from Ohio.
Yeah.
If moisture is coming from the heavens around Christmas time, it better be white and fluffy.
Yeah.
Snow. Like if it's raining, that's just pissing me off.
It's awful.
So arguably one of the most famous outdoor malls here in LA, but also people just know about the Grove.
Yes.
Was having a Christmas tree lighting ceremony. And now this is not the kind of thing I would usually do.
Same.
But Nell was like, we should go to that. And I was like, okay. And I pictured like a cute Hallmark movie.
Same.
Like, people arm in arm, just standing in their little groups, clusters, waiting, singing carols. Maybe there's a
Hot
children's
cocoa,
choir. Yeah.
Like Santa, and everybody's sort of in a big circle waiting for somebody to plug it in or something.
Exactly. And,
And
everyone cheers.
yeah.
Maybe there's a ribbon or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. But
Santa
no,
flies over.
it was a huge, huge production.
Hold on. Let's call it what it was. It was a cluster fuck.
It was a clusterfuck.
So, Mr. Caruso, you need to get your people in line at the Grove because they were rude. They didn't know what they were doing. And
And liars. They fucking lied over and over again.
I think because, they just each kept making up their own shit. And also, figure it out. The Grove is a circle.
Right.
So leave a path one way or the other, or close everything because we were trying to go to the Cheesecake Factory. We had dinner reservation.
Also hilarious because
for so many reasons.
Not like I don't think I've ever gone to the Cheesecake Factory with you. That's not someplace.
No,
we're not like, hey, let's get dinner. Let's go to the Cheesecake. Now I remember just so because I know people listen from all over. When Cheesecake Factory came to my hometown, I was like, oh, we are moving up in the world. And when we went to Cheesecake Factory, we were going to a fancy dinner.
Honey, when Cheesecake Factory came to St. Louis, your girl was a part of the opening staff.
Wow.
And I had to literally quit college that semester. This is no fucking joke. That menu is a novel.
Oh my God.
And when you're on opening staff, because there's nobody that's already been working there that knows it. So they are literally, you were training 8 and 9 hours a day. You had to be there from like 7, 8 in the morning until like 6, 7 at night. So like there was no time to even go to class. And you had to know every item in detail.
Mm-hmm.
You had to know how to work the POS systems. You had all the things. But it's a novel.
And back then, you had to wear all white, didn't you?
Oh, sure did.
Now our server had all black on. I was like, Cheesecake Factory has changed. Because I remember being like, oh my God, and the servers were all white here.
By the way, it was white jeans that you had to wear and a white Oxford button down with a tie.
Yeah.
I mean, talk about just looking
Hope
dirty.
You don't splatter any spaghetti sauce on yourself.
Please. I came out of there looking like a war zone every night.
Literally. I'm like, if you want me to wear white, it's your fault.
Yeah.
If I look like a insane, like a messy
and there's
person.
no getting it out. But we were going to Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah. And so just like when we got there, we had to, Nell and I waited in a line for like 20 minutes in the parking garage just to go through security because a lot of people were coming to this event. So it's raining. Everybody has an umbrella. And so you can't get around in this crowded ass place, but we still did the best we could. And we were like, just navigating the crowd. We were like, fuck it. Let's just go to our Cheesecake Factory reservation, which is hilarious because we could have gone to Cheesecake literally
anywhere.
Night.
There's tons of them in LA.
Right. And we chose to go to the Cheesecake Factory on the night that would be the most difficult place.
Well, so I didn't realize that it was a whole production. Like people were singing, like Lance Bass was there. I think you said
Nick Carter
was there. So when
some other celebrities.
Yeah. So the parking was insane. It was expensive. Security, like, had to go through metal detectors, canine sniffing dogs everywhere. I walked in, I was like,
it was not a Hallmark movie.
This is not a Hallmark movie. This feels very HBO, like some shit's about to go down. Like, I feel like we just walked into like, oh, we're going to see the Christmas, and it's about to turn into a real bad situation.
Right.
I know it's about to turn into a bad situation because literally, I thought that when we got to that last line,
I was like, Autumn and I are going to end up in jail.
I wasn't just worried about us. There were that one woman. So you guys, we're trying to get to the Cheesecake Factory. We're 5 feet away from the entrance and they will not let us through. They will not let us we're like, it's right there. Like you could watch us walk in. We're not trying to go anywhere. They're like, no, you have to go all the way around outside through another security line. Okay.
Yeah, literally. So I went to check it out. This is before you joined. Nell and I got there first. So I went to look. I'm walking through all the people. I'm already getting annoyed. I'm definitely not in the holiday spirit. Or maybe this is my fucking holiday spirit. And I was like, oh my my God, all these people, these umbrellas, the rain, why am I here? But I saw the path to cheesecake. So then Autumn meets up with us. Our friend goes in another entrance and she gets to Cheesecake Factory.
With no problem. I mean, she had to go through like 30 minutes of security, but she got to Cheesecake, no problem.
Right. So when we go, we're going to go the same way that I like scoped out earlier. And all of a sudden it's blocked off. And the person says, you have to go around to get to Cheesecake this other way. So we go around and it's not easy because there's people everywhere.
And umbrellas.
And umbrellas everywhere. And so we finally make it all the way around and this is blocked off. And I say to security, we're just trying to get to our reservation at Cheesecake Factory. I never thought I would say that line so many fucking times. And so then he was like, oh, you got to go the other way. I was like, well, they said we have to go this way. And he said, you can't, it's blocked off. So we went around on the way. This female security guard was like, yeah, tell him and he'll let you through. So we go and tell the guy back who first told us to walk around. And he's like, no, this is VIP. You can't go this way. It's blocked off even once you get in there. And
I feel like I was minutes away from getting to him to let us through.
Yeah, Autumn thinks I gave up too soon, which I may have.
Because he was like 12.
Yeah, you can manipulate a 12-year-old.
For sure. I was already in the process. I was like, it was that lady right there. And I wasn't lying. I was like, she said, let us through. Like, we're just going to walk right through. And he's like, you need a VIP wristband. And I was about to say, you saw it, right?
Yeah, we have one. Wink, wink.
Yeah, just.
So then he says, you have to go back through like where we came from. And I said, do we have to leave security and go back through security? He said, no, there's a pathway. So we walk over there and there's no fucking pathway. And so I say to this guy who has a suit who looks like maybe he will tell us the truth. Because so far everyone's just lying about where we're supposed to go. And he says, yeah, you have to go out of security, but then you can go back in down there. So we leave and we go to the other entrance and they're not letting anyone in because they say it's at capacity. And I was like, I'm pissed because we were in there. You're saying it's capacity. The only reason we left from being in there is because one of you guys told us to leave and we could come back in to get to our Cheesecake Factory reservation. And this other girl was like, I'm not the one that said it. I'm sorry. I said, but don't you get why I'm mad? And Autumn said these other girls near us were like, he really wants his cheesecake.
Oh my God, I was dying because they're like, he really wants his cheesecake. But in all fairness, there was like 7 quote unquote security people standing there. These are not security guards. These are people that they hired for the event standing there in their black outfits. None of them had a clue. You could literally ask each one of those 7 people standing there and they all said something different.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, you have to have somebody from Cheesecake Factory come get you. So we're like calling the front desk of Cheesecake Factory, waiting for that person to come get us. And they're not being nice. Like,
right.
I'm sorry, but if you're going to hire people and you know it's going to be crazy, you need to tell them, be nice.
Yeah.
People are going to be frustrated. It's raining. They waited. They paid a lot to park. They're trying to get in. We're not letting them in. Be nice. And they were like literally these kids were like 12 and like, I mean, they were probably like early 20s.
Yeah.
Trying to pull power trips of like just stone cold bitch face attitude to one point where I did have to laugh at this. This one woman comes walking up. And she like walks right to the front of the line and she's got 2 coffees in her hand. And there's like 4 guys standing there in a line. Like they're going to start, like you would think it was like a raid or something. And he's like, wait, where are you going? And she's like, I'm going in. And he's like, no, you're not. And she's like, yes, I am. My family's in there. I came out to get the coffee. I'm going in. And he's like, no, you're not. And she's like, yeah, I am. And they basically start like doing a 2-step. Right? Like she takes 2 steps to the right and he takes 2
like
steps.
to go around
it's
him.
like they're playing checkers with each other. And it's like a cartoon. Like she steps, he steps, da-da-da, da-da. And so then they all see it happening and then they line up. In the meantime, our guy from Cheesecake comes down to bring us in.
Yeah, an employee.
The employee comes. And then they're like, well, no, you have to wait for this main security guy that's doing the 2-step with the girl to say that you're allowed to go with the guy. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? You said get the cheesecake employee. The cheesecake employee is right there. He's ready for us. Our friend has been waiting for 20 minutes for us to get in there and eat.
Yes.
And now and she's like, you need to wait for him. He's the main guy. And I was like, well, he's busy doing the 2-step. So could you ask him to stop fucking playing checkers with that girl and tell us? And then once everybody else heard that the Cheesecake Factory guy was going to get us in, all these people were like, I'm going to Cheesecake Factory. I'm going to Cheesecake. I'm like, bitches, you all know, by the way, that Only 2 of those like 8
Yeah,
that
the
came in
group.
went to cheesecake in addition to us.
Yeah.
Also, I probably injured several people with my umbrella on accident during that process because there were umbrellas everywhere and they just kept getting hooked on people. Like I was trying to adjust, like
Yeah.
hold it high, bring it low. I'm pretty sure I might have taken somebody's eye out.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. And then,
Whoops.
oh, I felt really bad though because there were those 2 really nice younger girls. And as we were approaching the doors to Cheesecake Factory, I brought my umbrella down and closed it. You could tell we live in LA and don't use umbrellas very often, completely forgetting that it's covered in water. And as I close it, it's like a waterfall that comes down, but it doesn't come down on me. It came down on the 2 girls standing behind us. I felt so bad.
I know, but
I did offer to buy them a drink when they came into
Yeah.
Cheesecake Factory because I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so needless to say.
and they happened to be seated right next to us.
Yes, then they sat next to us and I was like, cool.
This is great.
Yeah, can I get them a drink?
And no, it was wild. And I was like literally shaking because I don't like that. I don't people like that. Okay. Like I don't do that kind of thing. That's why I'm not a Gen Pop kind of guy. Like if
But-
I don't have a VIP pass, then I'm not going to go with the crowd.
Yeah, I was like, you want me to leave my house in the rain and go to a crowd of people?
It's wild.
By the way, we also didn't even eat cheesecake.
No.
We ate food at the Cheesecake Factory, but we did not eat cheesecake. But here was the funniest part of all of it. You and Nell could not be more opposite. Nell is singing and
Oh my
saying
God.
how good it smells like a pine tree. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Look at the lights. And Donald is literally seconds away from like actual violence. And Nell couldn't be happier.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like, he might take his violence out on Nell if he sings a Christmas song one more
Right.
fucking time before we enter this restaurant.
Yeah, no, that is the way that we're a little different. Because I get pissed. I don't have a short temper, but if I'm in a situation like that, I'm like, he'll be like, just enjoy it. I'm like, enjoy it. That's not an option that's available to
First
me.
of all, whatever you're on, share it if you want us on the same wavelength.
Exactly.
Because we're not there. Care Bear.
Exactly.
Was he like the
Just
cheer
rainbow.
bear?
Yes. Yes. And then we literally ate cheesecake and we stayed in there until it was all over. So it was just like, oh my God. I mean, we didn't eat cheesecake. We ate at Cheesecake
Yes.
Factory. I ate ribeye, fries, and 2 martinis.
and then looked at me and said,
I had
ow.
a stomachache. Well, I also did eat a whole basket of bread, I think. I was like, Donald, stop.
You were handling feelings at that
I
point.
sure was.
Emotionally eating. We
But
got
then it was
outside, we
nice.
looked at the lit tree for 3 seconds, and we said, good night.
We literally did what we could have done any other night after it was lit. Like we didn't see it.
We didn't hear a
get,
song.
Exactly.
I didn't see Lance Bass.
Mm-mm.
So there's the holiday spirit. That's what you're dealing with when you go out in public right now. When you go to the malls, it's like you want to do these fun things. But if the organizers don't organize it properly,
Yeah.
then it really actually kills the holiday spirit quite a bit because then everybody's just being rude.
I mean, the thing is, they should, even if it's free tickets, they should make them available so that if you're going to get in. Like those people paying for that expensive of parking and then not being allowed to enter the event, that's really absurd. Absurd.
Well, and also, like I said, you need some way then because all the restaurants were open, but the shops were not.
Right.
So if you're going to let the restaurants be open, you need paths. Like they could have arranged it easily. Like think about amusement parks. It could be like, okay, you've got this sort of gated, like, oh, you're going to these 2 restaurants, you go down this path. Oh, you're going to Cheesecake, follow this line. And you have to stay within that. And it's going to take you only to the Cheesecake Factory door.
Yeah.
And then you have another set that leads you into the event. So fine, if the event is full, you're not stopping people from getting to their reservations. And also same thing, all those servers and all those people that are at work are looking to make money and there are all these people there.
Yeah.
They should be having a really good night. But if you're making it impossible for people to get in, they're soaked and they're bitchy and crabby and 30 minutes late getting in for their reservation, now the poor server, I mean, we were not. We were very nice to our server.
Yes.
But
he's fighting a losing battle.
Yes, because exactly. Like you've got people coming in super irritated.
Yeah.
So, you got to just be nice if you're going to run these events.
Right. We actually went back the next day, which was last night.
Okay.
To go to the movies.
Okay.
Because now we have the like Stubbs pass. It's like $25 a month and you can go to 4 movies a week.
Oh my God. Are there even that many?
That's what I mean. It's like you could literally see every movie that came out if you went often enough. But for us, we go maybe a couple times a month and it's still cheaper than if it like gives us something to do if we want to get out of the house and not spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
So anyways, but usually we go to the one at Universal City Walk, where Universal Studios is. And when I was like, he said, I booked us a movie. I said, oh, where is it? He was like, The Grove. I was like, oh my God, I'm already feeling anxious, like thinking of being there again. I was like, they're going to remember me. I was causing scenes over at Cheesecake Factory.
Those people aren't there. They don't actually work there.
Right. Exactly.
All those for hire people.
But I'm like, what the fuck do you have this little the wire like earpiece in if y'all aren't on the same page about where you're supposed to send us? That also really made me mad. In the very beginning, if they would have told us to go there, it might have gone so much smoother. Anyway.
I really wanted to see the girl doing the little dance, the 2-step. And then there was that one guy that was arguing at the same time. And I was like, I kind of want to see these two try to push through.
Yeah.
Because there was only so many security guards, and we're not talking like these were not armed. These were like little nobodies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if these two push, there was a line of like 50 people behind them. I was like, they're going to get trampled. Like, I kind of like the 4 people stood there in their little black outfits. And I was like, there's a part of me that kind of wants to see what happens.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it, but I kind of want to see you guys do it.
I was like, if I just run, I know this crowd behind me is going to follow.
Yeah, it was about to be running with the wolves.
And forget about it. These 4 don't stand a chance.
No. Find me. I mean, you did hear me say Cheesecake Factory 30 times, so I probably need to go eat somewhere else.
But whatever.
It's fine.
Okay, so speaking of holiday spirit, how are you with your Christmas shopping? Which I think when people are listening to this, we're just a couple weeks out from Christmas.
Well, as of recording, I've done nothing, which is funny because I'm normally very ahead of the game.
Me too. I'm thinking ain't getting nothing this year. We talked about love language. Yeah. I said mine's quality time, bitch, and gift giving was the worst one. So let's hang out.
Yeah. So what do you want to do? How do you want to spend time together?
Exactly.
I mean, Dom made a list and it's not very big because, he's at the age where he sort of, some of the things he picks are more expensive, bigger gifts kind of thing. So he knows like he doesn't put a lot on there. I tend to give money a lot these days because you know why? Even though I love gift giving and I love finding the perfect gift, like a lot of people I don't get to see in person. And so then I'm like trying to ship a gift or whatever. So yeah, like my nephews, I know they want money. So I send them money.
Yeah.
Like,
especially at that age when you're like old teenager, young adult age.
Yeah.
You like gas. Like everything just seems like the world starts to bitch slap you a lot with gas money, insurance.
This is so funny. So the other day, Dom and Kent get to the house and they were coming from Kent's place. So they drove separately in both their cars. And I had called them on their way and I was like, hey, I need da-da-da from the grocery store. Could you stop? And they had both just sort of got to the entrance of the community. But mind you, the grocery store is about a mile from the entrance of the community. Neither one of them, when I'm on the phone, says like, oh, I'll just run back and get it. They come into the house and I'm like, I kind of make a joke about the fact that neither one of them, but especially Kent, because obviously assistant, like when I say, hey, I need da-da-da from the grocery store, you should probably turn around and go get it. And goes right over both their heads. And I say something to Dom about getting it, about why he didn't go back and get it. I was like, well, the next time you need something, I'm just going to be like, oh, well, I was already at home. So no, I didn't feel like getting it for you. And he's like, well, Mom, gas. I was like, it's a mile. Are you kidding me right now? I was like, you couldn't drive the mile to the grocery store? You drive 13 miles to go to the damn gym when there's one in the backyard.
Right.
But I get it.
Well, it also might just be a good tactic. Like he's trying to get a little gas money every time he does an errand or something.
Yeah, except that I don't give him gas money anymore because he has a job and he actually works a good amount, makes good money. And I'm like, I pay for the car. I make him pay a little bit for the insurance just because he needs to learn that responsibility. So he has to pay a certain amount of his insurance and he pays his own gas. And I pay for the rest.
I think that's so great that you expect him to pay things.
Yeah. I also expect him to run some damn errands. I waited 16 years for that, man. You know, carting your ass everywhere. This is my perk.
Exactly. This is why I got you a car, baby.
Yeah.
Go get mommy some anything.
I know I only get a few years out of it before you up and leave me.
Yeah.
So I'm taking full advantage. Drive your ass the mile down the street and get me what I need from the grocery store.
That's right.
How are you on Christmas shopping, holiday shopping? Are you doing it? It's your least favorite thing?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I need to talk to Nell about it because we are going to be in Puerto Rico for Christmas, and this will be the second Christmas of my life I haven't been with my family. The first one was last year, and it's just because I was like working at the restaurant at the time around Christmas, and then my parents were going to be coming here, and we took a cruise in the very beginning of the year. Yeah. So I was like, whatever. That's the first time I missed it, but I was still here, but we're going to be traveling. And I'm like, are we going to buy gifts and travel with the gifts? And it's so expensive. Our flights to Puerto Rico,
I know, it's crazy,
are so expensive, especially just being somewhere for Christmas. So it's like,
you're
I'm not
like,
sure.
That's my gift. We came to Puerto Rico.
Exactly. That I kind of do feel like, for example, if I travel out of town to someone's birthday or something like that, even a wedding, sometimes I feel like if you spend several hundred, close to $1,000 on a plane ticket to be somewhere, your presence is the gift, baby.
Okay, but I have a question. So, because you guys are going to be there on Christmas Day, right?
Yes.
And how many people are like in the house for Christmas morning?
I don't know what their tradition is. That's why I said I need to talk to him. Because even a little something is having something is, it's not about the money sometimes.
No, but it's about having something, because you don't like, if you show up and everybody's gotten you guys little somethings and then all of a sudden you're like, thanks. But like, we're here, like, put a bow on your, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if it's something that goes in the stocking or I feel like you have to have a little something.
Yeah.
So that when everybody's opening presents, you were able to put a little something under a tree or in a stocking or something too.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to talk with him about the tradition, but the only person I have in my mind about getting something for is the guy at your gate in the community, because he's so friendly. I feel like we're little friends. Like I walk up and he smiles, Don, hey buddy. He just lets me in now. It's like this whole process.
Everybody Donald said, I thought like his mom or maybe his like nieces and nephews.
No.
I thought maybe your girl sitting next to him right here. He said
the security
guy at your gate, because he's so nice to me.
He is. We've bonded.
Which one? What's his name?
Who's always there? Name, I only asked him once. I think it's Damon.
Damon, yes. Damon's great. There was another guy that I don't think he works for our community anymore. And it makes me so sad. His name was Jerry, and he was the best. And I was all ready to bake Jerry some holiday goodies and like walk him down to the gate like once a week, because every night, like he'd always be like, hey, what's up? Welcome home. Like all the things like, but no, I don't think I haven't seen him in like 2 months now. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that. And then I don't know. I think, and we also were waiting to set up our Christmas decorations because we thought we might move, but the place we wanted to move is officially not happening. So we're going to set up our Christmas tree. So I'm tiptoeing in, but I feel like I need to get there, or it's just better luck next year. It ain't going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
I decorated all the things and then I was like, all right, I'm done. Oh wait, I still have to like do the holidays for like the next month and a half.
Yeah. We have to plan our party.
I know. Nell was texting back. First of all, can your boyfriend watch our episode on texting?
Does he send a bunch of separate texts?
The last 2 days, there's been group texts going. There was the one for the tree lighting thing. And then there was one last night with Sorry on it for going to Wicked. And I was like, motherfuckers, if you two don't stop texting a sentence back and forth.
I put that chat on Do Not Disturb.
Okay, well, eventually I had to.
I was on a call.
And I was like trying to get ready for something and it just kept dinging and I was like, ah! And I looked over and it was like 23 messages and I was like, y'all didn't listen to the episode. This is a phone call or like one long voice memo or say a paragraph. I don't know, but 23 text messages back and forth to basically be like, I'm so excited. I can't wait. Look how good the seats are. Oh, wait, I couldn't get the seats. Are we good for this day or that day? This day. And that whole thing started and I thought it was about planning the Christmas party.
Oh.
So I was like, I'm good for the 4th. And then I was like, oh, wait, this is to see Wicked. Okay. So we still have to come up with a day for the
Christmas party.
Christmas party.
Yeah. I already am drowning between like the merch launch that we're doing and those texts.
Oh God.
And our challenge, but the text putting it all together and all that. I'm like, I don't know where we are, what's happening, who's waiting for an answer from me. I'm just going through life like, doo-doo.
Like it's literally where you kind of want to put the phone down and forget any of it's happening.
Right.
That's been me the last 3 days between all of those things, the merch, the group that's going, the workouts that we were filming, the beverage line getting so close to being ready to go, sold the Florida house.
Oh, yeah.
So excited about that. Sold it for all our trolls on Reddit.
Yes.
But all cash and they want me out in like 2.5 weeks.
So it's like awesome, but also lot to do.
Also, yeah, awesome, except for the fact that we're going to Aruba and then I'm going to Ohio. So I can't get there in the next 10 days to wrap anything up. So I have to go. That's why I have to go straight from Ohio, meet the movers, decide, what's going in storage, what's coming here.
Yeah.
And then, listen, I love my assistant, but also this guy. He has his limitations. I have said to him for months, I need you to figure out how to sell. Like there's a lot of furniture in this house that's really good quality restoration hardware, came from my other house because when I moved in here, I moved in the first week of lockdown of COVID. Like I literally closed and moved in. So it was like, brought the furniture from the old house to this house and it was like still another year before we came out of lockdown. So getting furniture and all basically I just put everything in here and I made it work. But it doesn't mean that everything fits perfectly or fits great.
Yeah, like it wasn't. I didn't buy it for this house.
I bought it for a very different layout. And so I've said to Kent multiple times, like, I'm not going to just like dump it. It's really nice furniture. Like figure out a way to sell it. Try Facebook, whatever the Facebook thing is, the marketplace or whatever, which this guy that barely uses Instagram, he's got a private account with like 5 family members and that's it. But I keep telling him to figure out how to sell it. And he has yet to do it. I'm like, I don't think you understand. In 2.5, 3 weeks, there is going to be the entire Florida house of furniture coming to this house. This furniture can't be here. Because where the hell are they going to unload the truck?
Right.
So that has me very overwhelmed because I don't want to have to just take all the furniture that's here and be like, call Goodwill or something, So if you're in the LA area and you want some really nice furniture, hit your girl up. You got to be able to come get it. But literally, I have bedroom sets. I have this beautiful restoration hardware table and chairs and couches and like.
Yeah, you got a lot of nice shit.
Yeah, thank you. But I would like to. Anywho.
Thank God for Aruba, man. Everything's going on pause.
Does the government want to shut down again? We get stuck there. At first I was like, I don't want to get stuck in Aruba. Now I'm like,
there's worse places to be stuck.
Places.
That's right.
I'm going to sit on this beach.
Oh, I wish I could be there, but I got stuck. It's out of my control.
Okay, I actually have a question.
Okay.
So off topic from the holidays. So, I was scrolling the gram per the usual, and it serves you up things. First of all, I hate it. I hate the Instagram so much. The main Instagram guy was just talking about how they changed the fucking thing again. And basically they changed it where it's just like the YouTube. It's just like how YouTube runs.
What do you mean?
With the algorithm and just like trying to show it to different people. And so basically he's saying you have to niche down to one thing. Like if you are talking about a bunch of different things, it's not going to know who to serve it to. Because if somebody's like constantly looking at cooking videos, and a lot of times you do cooking videos, but you decide to show a fashion thing or whatever, it's not going to show that to people.
Yeah.
And so it's basically like YouTube. Like they expect you to do one thing, which I just think is so messed up because back in the day when it first started and everybody started following whoever they liked, it was a live feed. They were just looking at it. It was almost like a picture version of Twitter.
Yeah.
Like what you were doing throughout your day. And you could share multiple things. But anywho, so now, I don't see anybody I follow really.
I know.
All I see is these random things that they keep serving up to me. And God forbid you like look at one thing.
And that's all you see.
Then that's all you see. And I must have looked at something that was like, it was probably a funny meme about relationships or something. And so then I got served up this guy who's like, I think his handle's Taylor Love. And he's like, I explain the man brain, blah, blah, blah. And he's funny. But also some of it's insightful. But one of the things I saw him say, which I thought was interesting, but I'm curious what your thought is on it. He was explaining, he's like, the guy you start dating now will be the same guy that you're with 30 years from now. Guys don't change. So he was like, if you're dating a guy and he is more towards his like sort of feminine energy, I guess. And I don't know if I would call it feminine. And he's like, but like chaos and uncertainty and doesn't make a decision and da-da. That's the guy he'll be in 30 years. He's not going to change. He's like, whereas women change constantly. Your hormones fluctuate, things change, you guys grow, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, I do in some ways see that to be true with men, but I'm like, do they really just not change, or guys just don't go out of their way to sort of learn and make themselves? Like, I think women put a lot of time into personal growth and like recognizing if a behavior is a certain way and maybe trying to change it for the better. Do you think the guy brain just doesn't ever change, or do you think guys just aren't aware enough?
I think that,
and I'm not saying you, because I know you're very big on personal development.
They say, like,
but I'm thinking guys
but
in general.
I'm a feminine energy man.
Right.
Like I'm a guy who because they say you can, like, regardless of what your biology is, like there are guys who are more exactly
feminine or masculine energy.
And I've always been more sensitive, more like, but that is what me staying the same is someone who always wants to learn, wants to be more understanding, wants to be empathetic, gets a little under pressure and stressed out in some situation. But that ever change. That is sort of like I'm always seeking, but that's always how I'll be.
Right.
Where I do think that men have a much harder time growing and changing. And I think that most of the time, like, actually, I think it's okay that I say this. My parents, when they first got married, so they've been married now for almost 41 years. But you got married so young, and obviously it's like you have some issues. So they went to therapy one time, and the therapist said to them, you guys should get divorced, because it said to my mom, you're always going to want him to change, and he's never going to change. And I think as much as like people do change, there is also something to the fact, like, I think women desire, it's sort of like women want men to change and men want women to stay the same.
Right.
And neither of those things happen that often.
Right.
Like I do think that everyone changes. Like,
yes,
over time, I can see how my dad has changed, but especially in like your quirks or your, when you have a certain way you respond to situations, that's always kind of there. You can manage it, but you always feel that same instinct. And so I do think there's truth to it.
Interesting.
Just based off of like...
Yeah. I'm not saying, and I don't think he was saying like nobody changes ever. Like, because, you always hear like people grow either together or they grow apart. Like, that's part of relationships, all relationships, friends, family, significant others. Like you sometimes grow in the same direction and sometimes grow apart. But I think what you're saying makes more sense is like there are certain ways that they handle certain things. They might become more aware of it, but there's always like this underlying that's probably ultimately who they are, how they are.
And I think like if you for a woman or for like I'm in a relationship now, but when I was single, if I was into a guy or talking to a guy and I'd think this is really great and this part about him he might change, I would like stop in my tracks and be like, he's probably not going to. And I'm convincing myself to pursue an idea of someone than actually just who they are.
I think that is such a huge thing to recognize. And I'm becoming more aware of that, of like, is it like, if you're like, oh, I'm going to pursue this because hopefully this, like I love A, B, and C, but hopefully this will change or that will change or whatever. You got to be like, no, am I good if this never changes?
Right.
And if you're not,
exactly, you have some decisions to make.
And again, it goes with all things. Like I'm not talking about anybody in particular. I just, like I said, that thing got served up to me and I saw it and I was like, that's interesting. And I think it actually does go the same. I believe it goes the same way though for girls, even though they're like women are always changing. I think in a lot of ways we are, we're like our hormones fluctuate, things like that. I think it's more how self-aware you are and how much you're trying to, because again, my default, anxiety, stress, snap. I'm more aware of it, so I try to manage it better, but that's the default.
Yeah.
Like my default is more in my masculine energy than it is soft, demure, like.
Yeah. But
I would love to be more over there. It's just not how life is panned out. So
yeah. No, I think I have always felt about this topic that women like almost like menopause is another opportunity. So when you're a female and before you start is when you hit puberty, when you start having your period, is that the same thing as a female?
Kind of. You hit puberty and somewhere in there you get
in that
your
range.
period.
Yeah.
Yes. Kind of like boys' voices change, girls start to get their breasts, things start to change and in that time frame.
So when a woman starts having a period, and I don't mean like as young as they do, they are ready to have children, but something physically in their body, they're in a place where they're living their life, but also their life could be about someone else. And a lot of women have to change the way they think because when they have kids, because women just in our society sometimes have more responsibility than fathers do. And right or wrong, that just seems like how it is sometimes, or at least more emotional, hands-on responsibility. Like maybe a family divvies up the responsibilities. But the point is, your life is then about you and your kids on some level. And I've always felt like then when they stop having their period or have come to menopause, there's like this youthful, vibrant, exciting time for women.
I'll let you know.
And their men are like still the same, where it's like, and so like, I think sometimes women are like, let's do this, let's try new things, let's like feeling this new sense of aliveness sometimes. And maybe it's because of the ballroom dancing world that I see that. And sometimes they really got to pull their male significant others, husbands along because they're like, just happy with the way things are.
Well, especially because by the time you get to perimenopause, menopause, you're talking mid 40s, late 40s, early 50s. So the guy, if he's around the same age, he might very well be set in his ways of like, oh, it's this way. And I mean, I think I'm always adventurous in terms of like, let's try new things. Like, let's go somewhere. Let's do things. I want to go. I'm in perimenopause. I still
you feel
that
young
way.
and alive and new.
No, I don't feel young or alive or new. I feel very like I don't feel bad at all. I feel great.
Yeah.
But I don't feel bad. But I don't feel young. I was packing for Aruba today, and I was like, "This outfit's so cute." I'd put on the next one, and I was like,
Oh no.
God. Put on the next one. So cute. Put on the next one. I was like, what? When did this happen?
That's how it is. It's all about having the right outfit.
Okay.
Because some of these outfits, it's just like, it's like your reflection is trying to hurt your feelings. It's like, I know, like in this outfit before, this is not the same bitch.
No, literally. I was like, 1 minute my legs looked phenomenal, and the next minute I was like, are those my legs?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm standing in the same mirror, in the same spot. 30 seconds later. Can't be that bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought that was interesting. I guess, like I said, Instagram serving you up certain things. Like I said, I probably clicked on some funny meme, and then all of a sudden it was like relationships. I was like, oh God. Like,
well, all my Instagram is showing me now are conspiracy theories. And I know we're going to do an episode with that. But basically, according to Instagram, I'm a flat earther who doesn't believe in space. We're actually underwater. and like, it's showing me the craziest shit.
We're just plugged into the Matrix. That's really all it is.
Exactly.
I mean.
Exactly.
Oh God. This is us all over the place. We were like, holiday spirit, hate crowds. What else did we talk about?
Women
are from Venus, men are from Mars.
Yeah.
Should read that book.
Even though.
What?
Well, I saw this clip of Mars. Never mind. I'm going to save it for the conspiracy theory episode. Because I'm telling you, what they're showing us isn't true.
AI.
Yeah. Those pictures from Mars are from Arizona.
That's my mother's backyard.
For it. Yeah.
There's no other planets. Oh my God. How did we end up here?
Yeah. I digress. Anyways.
Well.
Should we go finish packing?
I mean, probably. Like, I realized at a certain point that I'm going to have to get in the car and head to the airport with or without a full suitcase.
Right. Same. But I am so ready for the plane ride. Just to like be disconnected in the air.
I'm like, I hope the internet doesn't work.
Mm-hmm. Same.
There's a lot there's still posts. I will tell you, I know we're wrapping this episode up, but I'm just going to vent one more time. You know, I said this, like all the holiday sales and everything are going on, and it's great. And I love sharing all those, like with my community, especially because I get offered so many deals to share and all that stuff. But it gets so overwhelming to share it because I'll open my DMs and people will be like, do you have this code? Do you have that code? And I'm like, great, I want to share it. Yes, I have this one. Oh my gosh, this brand just told me about this one. So here. And then I'm like, first of all, I'm trying to get them all up.
Yeah.
But then I look back at my stories and I'm like, oh God. It just looks like I'm trying to
share,
sell you everything. And I'm like, I'm not. I'm just trying to share what y'all are asking for.
Yeah.
But one person is asking what toothpaste I use, and another person's asking where my workout outfit's from. And it looks like I'm just like all over the place.
Yeah. People really do ask. Sometimes the damnedest things, like I'll be cooking randomly and they'll be like, where'd you get that magnet set on your fridge? I'm like,
you're like,
okay. You know what I mean? It's like, so it's a lot, but my even just thinking about that hurts my head because it's back to the text threads, like things. Honestly, I have someone waiting for me to send an invoice for work I already did. And I haven't sent the invoice because I'm just too exhausted to make the invoice.
Too exhausted to ask for money.
Right. I'm like, okay, bitch. My goal was before we leave today to send the invoice.
Oh, jeez.
So
I'm hoping packages arrive that I've been waiting for. There's so many things. Somebody was like, I'm going to send you this to approve before you leave for the flight. I'm like, cool.
Still waiting.
Also, though, like, might not have internet, so might not approve, but whatever.
Exactly.
Okay. Anywho, if you guys want to tell us about your holiday spirit,
we'd love to hear it.
Or you're
We've
crazy.
Got spirit. Yes, we do. We've got spirit. How about you?
Or if you've got some holiday rant stories out and about. I want to hear the best and the worst. I want to hear people's really good ones of like, oh my gosh, and this was so awesome, and this person was so nice, and this happened. And I also want to hear give us your crazy.
Yeah.
Let us know.
We love to hear it.
Yeah.
We live for it.
You can let it out here. Everything's perfect podcast gmail.com. I love that you're mouthing it to me. He's like, get there, Autumn. Everything's perfect podcast at gmail.com. Everything's perfect official.
That's right.
That was
At Instagram. And also, if you haven't checked out our merchandise yet, our apparel, we'd love for you to check it out.
Hopefully it's not
very
sold out by
comfy.
the
I'm wearing
time
it right
they
now.
hear this.
If it's sold out, sorry. Wait for the next drop.
We'll let you know when it's back in stock.
But at everythingsperfect.com,
Yes.
right? Yes. All right, you guys, thank you so much for chatting and hanging with us today, and we'll see you next week.
See you when we're back and sun-kissed.
Bye.
If we come back.
Yeah, right.
When